Hello, Garden Sessions family. Dr. Tin here, and I am filming from the Dominican Republic. Tonight, we are going to be dining at El Paraiso. And this is a restaurant that is right in the hillside of the mountains of the northern shore of the Dominican Republic, just north of the Sosua area. And I'm excited to show you this particular restaurant because there are lots of plants here, and quite conveniently, they are labeled. So I'd like for you to join me on this quick tour of the grounds of this restaurant. Okay, let's check this out. Quite the inviting entrance, and again, I am loving all of the plants here. Sometimes I've got to pull out my phone and use an app to identify what a plant is, but here that's not necessary. We've got a row of aloe along the back portion of this landscape. This is a guanabana tree. It's looking very healthy. It's flanked by a noni tree, and I'm gonna be putting up the translations in English on the screen for you. Looks like it's got some kind of a fruit here that was just flowering, a smaller portion of that fruit. This is a moringa tree, and look at the really long pods that are hanging from those branches. That's really fascinating. I wonder what that is. Is it a fruit? Are those seed pods? I don't know, because I'm not sure what moringa is in Spanish, but I am going to find out. This is a mandarina, and I'm going to take a stretch and guess that in English that is a mandarin orange tree. We've got some higuero. I love the leaves on this. It's a waxy green finish. I think it's really pretty. This is a orange tree. I do recognize naranja as orange. There's some baby oranges here, waiting to get bigger and turn in color. Got some beautiful banana trees here. It's a lovely canopy. Keep going. We've got the lemon tree. There's a restaurant right here in front of me. And as we come around, I believe these red flowering plants are called curcuma. But before we go down and see the rest of the curcuma, look at some of these succulents. Wow, this is really pretty. I like that. And this tall one is a variety I am not familiar with. I think it's really pretty though. That is nice. About 4 different types of succulents there. I particularly enjoy traveling and looking at the plants that we have in different areas of the country, different areas of the world. It's exciting to recognize plants that thrive in the zone that I live in, which is Zone 9. And that would include this curcuma. I've got some of that at my house. It's also exciting to see plants that are not native to my area. I have a chance to see something that I don't regularly get to see. Those in charge of landscape here have done a phenomenal job creating a lush tropical environment, and the interior designer of this restaurant, I tip my hat to that team because it's absolutely beautiful. the murals on the wall, the dream catcher. It just really pulls together a beautiful story of dining in a very natural environment. Look at that palm tree. Isn't that beautiful? I need one of those in my life, but unfortunately, that would not thrive in Zone 9, where we experience winters that do drop down into the freezing temperatures. But you can see this is a waterfall here. Absolutely lovely. What a treat. I see some bougainvillea here, close to the fence line. And they've created a bit of a stream coming down from the waterfall. Again, I appreciate the signage that's included with these plants. This is tobacco. So calming. You see these plants down there? That's nice. I don't recall seeing that in Houston. The purple and green spiky looking plants, I definitely have to look those up. If that's something that could survive in Houston, I would love to add that to my garden. And this is the true highlight of El Paraiso. The view is phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful. I'm blessed that friends guided us here tonight. They told the tale of a beautiful restaurant with amazing food tucked away in a hillside, and they did not sell it short. Absolutely beautiful. Right here. I haven't even had my meal yet, and yet I can tell you this is one of the best restaurants I've been to in the Dominican Republic. Check out this beautiful hillside of agave, cactus, and succulents. There's so much for the eye to take in. They've done such a nice job integrating a variety of textures and colors. Quite lovely. What's really interesting about this tree is that its canopy is layered. I think that gives it some unique visual interest. And I love what they have flanked along this hillside here. One way or another, and it might be via a pot, I'm going to have to get some of this purple and green plant. My goodness, the texture, the color, the sturdiness of it, I'm here for it. I absolutely love it. What do you think, Garden Sessions family? Are you loving it as much as I am? A pretty amazing location for a restaurant, isn't it? El Paraiso. If you happen to be on the northern shore of the Dominican Republic, in the area of Sosua, come to El Paraiso. Hey, welcome to Garden Sessions. I'm Dr. Tin of Relate Psychological Services. I hope that you enjoyed my tour of the El Paraiso restaurant. One of the things I want to do is tie in my experience there with a quick talk on assertiveness. That's something that became particularly important for me and my family at the beginning of our trip to the Dominican Republic. You see, when we went to the airport on Saturday to begin our vacation, there was a glitch and it did not allow us to depart on that day. Instead, we had to return on Sunday to the airport and start our vacation that day. Well, disappointingly, we returned home on that Saturday, bringing our bags back inside, and we quickly made a call to the airline to ask how much would it cost if we were to extend our vacation by one day, meaning instead of returning on a Friday, let's come back on a Saturday. So we still have the full length of our vacation. Much to our chagrin, the dollar amount was well over $1,000 per ticket that we would need to change. So that was a non-option. So instead, we went ahead and initiated our trip for Sunday. We arrived at our destination. There, some good friends of ours encouraged us to be assertive and give it a go. Return back to calling the airline and ask them specifically for what we want. I paused and I reflected and realized what I wanted was not a price tag on how much it would cost to extend the vacation. Instead, I wanted them to extend the vacation by a day at no cost. And to do that, I needed to practice assertiveness. I went ahead, I made that call, used a variety of different aspects of assertive communication. I asked for what I wanted and I received it. The airline extended the trip by one day, ensuring we had a full 7 days, and they did so at no additional cost. What a fantastic outcome to an example of practicing assertive communication. So what I want to give to you today are 5 basic tenets of assertive communication. The first one is clear communication. It is important to be clear and concise when communicating what it is that you want. That's what I did when I picked up the phone and called the airline. The second is to show respect for yourself and others. It is key to not embrace being aggressive and attacking the person that is that you want something from, but instead to speak up for what you want, but in doing so, respect them and respect yourself. Number 3 is active listening. It is critical to pause and listen to feedback from the person that you are communicating with. Show empathy and ask clarifying questions. This was key in my call to the airline. I needed to pause and get some feedback, get an idea of how is this call going. I like to ask, and there's something that I want from customer service, and maybe I had some role of responsibility in the glitch. I like to say very humbly, I am calling to, confess that I messed up and I am asking for grace and mercy. How can you say no to that? That's exactly what I did with this airlines. I said, even if we were to take some element of responsibility here, I am asking the airline to extend some grace and to offer us a complimentary extension on our return. Number 4 is boundary setting. It is important to be open to negotiating when appropriate. That means to have a clear understanding as to what it is that would work for you, what's within those boundaries of what you can accept, and what is something that absolutely not. That's a deal breaker. So have a general idea or understanding of what that is before you go into the assertive communication. That leads us to number 5, which is conflict resolution. Life is filled with things that don't always go our way, but we have an opportunity to assert ourselves and ask for what it is that we want, to address the conflicts in an assertive way. In doing so, we need to be prepared for the complete possibility that it might not go the way that we want, but there is still value in advocating for oneself and giving your wants a voice. That way, even if it doesn't go your way, you can rest your head at night and say, I gave it an effort. I tried. Well, my family and friends and I were very grateful that this step in being assertive with the airline paid off and it worked. I would say another thing that paid off and worked is the hard work and the execution of a goal that the proprietors of the El Paraiso restaurant had. Okay, they had a vision to take this space in a rural jungle location and to curate a beautiful restaurant that not only had spectacular landscape and interior design, but also served a wonderful meal. They went after what they wanted, they were persistent, and from what they told me, it took a lot of hard work, and I believe it, and it paid off. I'm encouraging you to be assertive and go after what it is that you want, because many times it will work. And in the instances that it doesn't, it's an opportunity for us to learn from that and continue to grow. It is my hope that as you continue to watch my videos, it gives you an opportunity to continue to grow. So I am asking you to like, share, and subscribe to this video and my channel, Garden Sessions. Thank you for joining me here today. I look forward to connecting with you again on my next video. Thank you.